Hey guys, my name is David Sadolski and I'm CEO and founder of Boulder, and we're a purpose-driven outsourcing company. So BPO is business process outsourcing, and the idea is that you're taking processes executed within your company or tasks being done within a specific department or function, defining a process around it, and then moving it overseas. Knowing what it is you want to outsource, what are the success metrics, and how does the process work are like incredibly critical to being able to move forward fast and quickly. There's many different types of outsourcing, and there's many different strategies around choosing what you want. I think first and foremost, you need to identify the amount of time, I would say risk that you want to take, and also money that you want to spend. Once you understand those internally, then you can make different decisions. Looking at a service that's the most expensive, but probably the easiest to implement, and also the highest or lowest risk would be a managed outsourced solution. So in this environment, it's where you define the task in the process with the company or the partner that you're working with, and then they will execute that on your behalf. They'll manage the people for you, they'll manage and report out success metrics or KPIs, and they'll be communicating as if they're an extension of your team on a weekly or bi-weekly or even monthly basis. A second setup like that would be this idea of a seat leasing model, where you would be responsible for managing your individual employees' performance directly. The seat leasing company would not be responsible for performance metrics. They would help you recruit, manage from a IT, payroll perspective, and provide the facilities available, but they wouldn't be responsible for performance management. So there's a little bit more risk for you and your company if you're going to choose that model. The last one that I think is something that once companies reach a certain scale might want to consider would be to invest in their overseas office. And once usually around maybe 30 or more team members in the overseas market, it might make sense to consider investing in your own operations here. There's over hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of BPOs across the world, and everyone's different. There are some consistencies though, and I really relate this back to this hamburger or cheeseburger example where you go to different types of hamburger or cheeseburger restaurants depending on what you want. So for instance, you'd go to a McDonald's if you know that you want a very standard, routine, consistent hamburger, whereas you'll go to your bespoke or craft beer kind of craft restaurant to enjoy a boutique cheeseburger that's going to be tailored to what you want. In essence, that's kind of what outsourcing has, is they have large call centers where you can really outsource 10 seats and describe the function and they'll do it at scale. However, if you want to work with an outsourcing partner that's really going to understand your business and what makes you different and build a partnership around that, then a smaller outsourcing company might make more sense for you. The biggest thing, especially if you're a culture-driven company, is finding a outsourcing partner that is aligned to your company's values. I think it's so mission critical that you seek to find alignment in what is your partner value and what do you value, and is there a match? And if there is a match, then hiring, managing performance, managing communication across overseas is just gonna be so much easier. Thanks guys, hope you found today useful. If you didn't, don't worry, we'll be back next week answering some more questions from Quora. If you could do me a favor now, and if you liked what you heard, please feel free to like, share, subscribe. Otherwise, we'll be back next week with more questions and answers. Thanks.